Hello, everyone, and welcome to People First Leadership here at Boldly. My name is Devin. I'm the Recruitment and Partnerships Manager, and today we are speaking with one of our amazing team leaders, Angie. Angie, welcome, and thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me, Devin.
It's great to speak with you. I'm excited to talk with you today. We're going to talk a little bit about what the team leaders at Boldly do behind the scenes. And just to kick things off, can you share with everyone how Boldly team leaders are invested in our team members' success?
Sure. Well, a few things come to mind, Devin, but I think one of the biggest things when thinking about success with our team members is that we are very intentional when we're matching our team members with clients. And so that process is very much so based on the skill sets and the traits of our team members and the traits and the needs of our clients. And so the goal is really for these to be successful and long-term and fulfilling partnerships. I think also we make every effort to create this culture of kindness and an environment where everyone can really just thrive and reach their full potential as team members and everything that they're doing. So that's another aspect. And we have amazing team members. And so we say often we have the cream of the crop, and it's very much so true. And so with that, we know that we are sitting on just a wealth of knowledge and experience. And so we very much so value what our team members are saying and what they're suggesting. And so we are continuously evaluating and reevaluating how we can do things and always looking for ways to improve and to, just really set up our team for success.
That's awesome. I love everything that you just said. Everybody who has listened to any of my videos before knows how much I absolutely loved my team leader when I first started with Boldly. You really do put so much care into everything. And I love how you emphasized that we are so keen on being kind and bring that into the workforce, because I feel like that's not always a common thing in other companies. And it's really evident here at Boldly that we really care about the team and we put kindness really at the forefront of everything within our business. And that even starts from like creating partnerships with
Mhm.
the team member and the client. So that's wonderful. Now, the next question I have for you just has to relate to you personally. I'd love to know a little bit about what your personal leadership style is.
So I think my personal leadership style, I would probably say, is very individualized support and relational in the approach. And so, a lot of our team members have had similar experiences, but every single person is unique. So it's not a one size fits all by any means. And so for me, it's really having a true understanding of each individual team member. What is their personality? What is their skill set? What drives them? How do they process? How do they handle situations? I tend to ask a lot of questions, and so I'm sure any of my team members would give absolutely say yes, that's the case. But it's because I truly care, and I truly do want to have a solid understanding and a clear picture of what is the why. What is the why behind the situation? What is the why behind the motivation? What is the why behind the story? Let me know your story. Let me know you. Um, and I just find that to be super productive when working with team in all areas. And with that too, even in asking the questions and finding out all of the things, it's never about me. It's always about the team. And so also keeping those conversations open and asking and soliciting for feedback and thoughts and insights, so that, again, just so I have a clear picture of just the reason behind the person. Like I mentioned just a minute ago too, we have amazing team members, like really just amazing and great. And so many years of experience that come with all of our team members. And so I've noticed that oftentimes when we're working through maybe a situation, the team member already has the solution. And so if not, though, we will work through the options together. So we'll collaboratively have discussions, and if there's resources, then we'll work together on finding the resources and coming up with a plan that is specific to that particular team member or specific to the situation itself.
That's great. Isn't it so true that we really do all kind of have the answer within ourselves? But I love how you
Yep.
ask questions and get the individual to really help themselves figure out the answer. They know it, they just don't know how to
Yep.
reach that answer. And you help them reach that answer that they already know. So that's wonderful. So everything you just said is leading me into my next question. And we talk a lot about care at Boldly. We've done it already
Mhm.
today, just on this video. Boldly is a team of positivity, kindness, and
Mhm.
caring. And as a team leader, how does that go into your work? What does leading with care look like for you?
Mhm. Well, I would start by saying, first off, we know that things are going to come up from time to time. Like it's inevitable. There are going to be some type of situations. And so for me, really leading with care is creating a very safe space for a team to be completely open and transparent. And that may be a different mindset from, other experiences in other organizations that I know personally I've been a part of. But I would say with that too, I'm generally a positive person. And so I love nothing more than to cheer my team on. If there's something great to be said, I'm going to be the first one to jump in there and say the thing, say the words. But I think also showing care is more than that. It's more than just the kindness and the encouragement, but it's also having candid conversations and transparent discussions. So if there's something that's maybe not going quite as planned or quite as expected or quite as great as we thought, then having those discussions together, again, asking for the feedback, talking them through, and finding the ways for us to learn and grow, because there's always opportunities across the board for us to do that. And so I truly feel that caring also means not just sweeping things under the rug.
Oh, yes, I love that so much. It makes me think of like how you learn and how you grow, and there's so many times that you're working in a company and you just don't know where you stand. But with Boldly, that's
Mhm.
never the case. You always know where you
Never.
stand because we're so transparent, and that is part of caring, is making sure that when there's a problem, we address it and we talk
Mhm.
about it, we work it out together. And it really is how you grow as a team member. And so that's wonderful. I'm so glad that you said that and didn't just focus on the kindness side of things, because there's
Yeah.
many elements to caring. And that's just wonderful. So one last question for you here.
Mhm.
There are people who are watching this who are looking at Boldly and they're wanting to apply. What is your advice to anybody who is thinking of applying to work at Boldly as an executive assistant?
So I would say, first off, expect the best. I feel like if you've done your research, you've done your homework, and you meet the minimum qualifications, then by golly, apply. We hear over and over, this must be too good to be true. And I will be the first to say, I honestly felt the same way, and I allowed that to hold me back for way too long. Hindsight, I should have jumped in much quicker and just did the thing. But I think with that, also once starting the process, not to just rush through the process, because I think it's super important to be intentional and detailed when just going through the application process, and allowing your responses to shine with care. And I think also having that level of detail also shows the care. And so when you're going through the process, just keeping in mind too, like this is a good indicator of the quality of work and the caliber of work that you're going to be providing to our clients. So take the time to cross your T's, dot your I's, but just go ahead and apply. Just do the thing.
Oh, I couldn't have said it better myself, Angie. Oh, this is so
Oh,
great. I'm like, keep going. Yes, you've got this. That's exactly what we need. Apply. If you're looking at us and you're not sure,
yep.
apply, but definitely be intentional with
Yes.
what you submit and your documents you submit, because they are being reviewed by a real person. So great advice. Thank you again so much for joining me and for sharing all that. I really appreciate it. It was wonderful to have you today.
Oh, well, thank you again so much. This was great. Thank you.
Yes, it definitely was. And for anybody who's out there that's still listening and interested in applying to Boldly, you can check us out at boldly.com/jobs. Thanks.